Hibachi.
Hibachi,
Right.
where the pants come down and it shoots the.
Yep.
That is never empty. That is true.
Yes, the Pez one never, because nobody ever finishes. They have a couple like, oh, this is cool. Let's get the hell
stinks.
out.
Yeah.
It's chalk.
This is way more than you wanted to know, but I have a Pez collection at home. I finished multiple. This is my wheelhouse. Pez, Smarties, Gobstoppers. These are like real things.
Smarties not bad. Smarties not bad.
Gobstoppers.
I don't know, like best
chalky.
and favorite of all candies.
Oh yeah, by a lot. A lot.
So you got a Pez museum in your house right now? So you're forcing your kids to go to this right now? Like, hey, it's your spring break. Let's go to Dad's favorite place.
Yeah, well, they got to eat a lot of Pez, and there was also a scavenger
joy.
hunt where they got to search for Pez. So they got enough. I mean, it was for me, obviously, but they got enough stuff to satisfy themselves.
Hey, Pez is delicious, man. Congrats.
Shout out Pez.
Thank you for being Dad,
Thanks.
Mom of the Year over there. You guys were very good parents. We appreciate that. CFO Phil took his kids to an island.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, very nice. I mean, there's a lot of very good dads around us. We are very thankful for that as we go forward. Now, let's chit-chat a little bit about what's going on with Congress and the House Oversight Committee and the FTC and the commanders. So what has to happen for the NFL owners to force another owner out? It feels like if they don't do it now after this, if this is all true, then it's not even needed to be in the contract or written in there. Is this not deemed like reasonable to kick him the hell out now that it's financial, it's moral, it's a ward, it's this, he's stealing maybe? And how long is that whole process, you think, to find out the truth?
Well, I would say, first of all, let me make sure. All right, they got you. All right. First of all, I would say we need to know if it's true. And if this is true, then the consequences are potentially dire. There is not a lot of precedent for this. The closest we've had to this is when Jerry Richardson, the former owner of the Carolina Panthers, had that Sports Illustrated sort of expose written about him, about sexual harassment and all that stuff in the workplace. And he ended up selling at a time when he probably would have been pressured to sell. This would be a little different because you're talking legal. You're talking, I mean, to me, the moral of like, if this is true, taking from fellow owners is as troubling as anything. They're supposed to be in this together. There's revenue sharing. There's so much here. I think you're right. Like if this is not enough, then I don't know what would be. We would need to know if it's true. And Congress moves so slowly that I'm not sure to expect anything soon. But this is probably the most serious owner thing that we've seen to me, a very long time.
How did this start? This all started because of the exposés from the Washington Post and the sexual assault? No, was it sexual misconduct and sexual harassment claims? And then they started they started investigating, and then they just like, oh, let's see what we get here, and they just kept going. How many people, part of Congress, are focusing on this, you think? Or the House, whatever.
I would say significant because, Congress does have investigative power. They do have the ability to subpoena. They do have the ability to. So, basically what happened here. Oh, there's my picture. That's strange.
Look awesome.
Yeah. It's really a terrible picture. There's so many better ones. There's the one of me in the bow tie at the Kentucky Derby. Anyway.
Oh, with the Pez dispenser? Oh.
Looks sick.
You do look so cool. You have that top hat on, too. Oh, the horses. Oh, wow. He probably had one of those drinks, those mint julep.
Oh, mint julep.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a mint julep. Definitely, you had a mint julep. You probably had all the
Double
whiskey
fisted.
bottles
Yeah.
for the
Bought 'em
mint
out.
julep. Now, you love the
I
Kentucky.
would say multiple.
Yeah. You love the Derby.
Yeah.
Oh,
So much booze.
so much Pez.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, my God.
Paradise.
We'll call you back. We got to reconnect with you.
That other photo that came up of him, he looks very cool as well there.
Well, he's handling business there at the draft, I believe. That looks like a draft
Smirking.
night type
I was
smirk.
also reading something recently that Dan Snyder just bought out all of the limited partners, so he borrowed half the money. And I don't know, did he borrow from the league? Like, does he owe the league $400 million?
We are back. Diggs just brought up a great point. So he just bought out the minority shareholders just like 2 years ago, I think. Did he borrow that money from the NFL? What would happen with that NFL with that money? And also, how much did the NFL know about all this? How much did they know? Do you think they got blindsided by all of this? And how does that happen? Isn't there like an independent audit that has to take place? You would think in a rev share situation with billions of dollars. Do they have to present their money to everybody else? How does this slip by the goalie? You think?
So one of the allegations was that there was revenue that they received from an NFL game, and they sort of diverted that to make it seem like they got it from a college football game than a different event.
Yeah,
and
$163,000.
And basically, the thought would be they didn't have to share that because it wasn't an NFL game revenue. And I don't know how that got past everyone, but what's interesting here is, so Congress starts investigating, and then they could go